Madagascar. President dissolves government amid deadly youth protests. On October 3, 2025, Madagascar's president Andry Rajoelina dissolved his government in response to escalating protests led by Gen Z activists, which have claimed at least 22 lives over weeks of unrest. The demonstrations, centered in Antananarivo, stem from chronic blackouts, water shortages, and soaring living costs, with youth demanding Rajoelina's resignation after 11 years in power. The president, rejecting calls to step down, urged dialogue and appointed a caretaker administration to stabilize the crisis. But protesters vow to continue until systemic reforms are enacted, echoing youth-led movements in Kenya. The protests highlight Madagascar's deepening economic woes, with 75% of its 30 million people living below the poverty line and frequent power outages crippling businesses. Security forces' use of tear gas and live rounds has drawn condemnation from human rights groups, while Rajoelina's critics accuse him of prioritizing elite interests over public welfare. Social media, particularly X, amplifies the movement with hashtags like Madagascar Revolt, sharing videos of burning barricades and youth chanting for change, drawing global attention to the island's plight. The dissolution risks further instability in a nation scarred by political coups and economic stagnation, with analysts warning of potential military intervention if talks falter. Rajoelina's promise of elections and reforms faces skepticism, given his 2009 coup-backed rise and patchy record. As Gen Z leverages digital platforms to sustain momentum, Madagascar stands at a crossroads, with the crisis testing whether youth activism can force accountability or deepen the nation's fragile state.